Hi, it's Lerald, and Blizzard just dropped some big news on the state of the patch 10.2.6 update, and also unveiled some more Mythic Fyrakk nerfs on the weekly reset now that the Fyrakk Hall of Flame, Yes, Hall of Flame has closed. So let's start with the patch 10.2.6 update. We have this big post from Holly Longdale, the executive producer of the entire Warcraft department, and she starts out by saying, I'll just kind of read through it here. 2024 is underway, and it's a big year for World of Warcraft as the game reaches a 20-year anniversary. Yeah, that's like 9 months away, but sure, still. Facebook launched, MySpace. She name checks Matrix Reloaded in here, which I would prefer to forget that, but that's fine. And then she drops the roadmap again. Now, as we can see here, the expected time for patch 10.2.6 with this wonderful, enticing skull and crossbones is somewhere between winter and spring. Of course, we know winter in North America is January and February of the start of the year, as well as December at the end of the year, and then spring would be March, April, May. So that sort of gives us a 3-month window for when 10.2.6 would land, as well as Season 4 and the War Within Alpha. And my previous expectation, my previous guess was that 10.2.6 would be March, War Within Alpha would be April, and Season 4 would be May. And I think I've been vindicated here. She hasn't explicitly said all of that, but I think I feel pretty vindicated here because I think it's looking exactly like what that is going to be. So now let's scroll down and read what she has to say. Thinking about the year ahead and our roadmaps we remain committed to, we want to share with you 3 things we're focused on as a development team. 1. Continue to evolve the living world for all of our players. Good, great. Build on all our learnings from 2023 to deliver content regularly for Dragonflight and Classic. Update and modernize your experience and quality of life in all flavors of WoW, and listen to your feedback and keep improving. I mean, this third one's something they've always said, and great, but this first one is really good. Deliver content regularly. They've been operating on about an 8-week schedule of putting out some new stuff for players to enjoy. Sometimes it's a little more like 9, sometimes it drops down to 6 even. And that's great. Having something new to experience in WoW all the time is really important for keeping this game going. And it seems like they're actually doing a good job and committing to that. So that's a really positive sign for the health of this game for the long term. Number 2, deliver the first installment of our most ambitious story with The War Within. World of Warcraft The War Within is preparing to invite players and testing in the coming months, and we're working hard to deliver on the epic journey of our World Soul Saga. Again, great, good, can't wait for The War Within Alpha and Beta, which it seems like are probably 2 months, and then I would guess about 3 months after that, so probably April here, and then July would be the alpha and beta. That's just my hot guess, but I've been guessing pretty well lately, so I think I'm on. And number 3, try new things and take risks to bring you new experiences. This is great. If there's one thing that Blizzard has kind of lost with World of Warcraft over the last 5 to 10 years, really since, I guess, Legion, it's the bringing new things. All the new things that Blizzard has brought with Battle for Azeroth, the GCD changes, Azerite armor, farming Azerite power, with Shadowlands being locked into covenants. All of these things that were new sucked. Everybody hated them. So trying new things that are a complete diversion from that, a divergence from that approach, sounds like a great idea. Invention and creativity are critical to this ever-evolving world of Azeroth we craft for and with all of you. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's something that I feel like I don't really get out of World of Warcraft anymore, it's surprises. Everything's data mined, everything's known ahead of time, and it's just sort of a world without any exploration or surprises, which kind of loses the whole thing that made World of Warcraft so enticing in the first place. All right, let's continue the post. All that in mind, immediately we have WoW Classic Season of Discovery, Phase 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Classic stuff, this is all great. I'm very excited for all the people who play and love Classic. It really does seem like boom times for them. And as I've been saying since all this first was announced, I'm excited. I am jealous, but I'm not upset that they're getting this. I'm very happy because I think it'll trickle back into retail WoW. And that is exactly what it looks like is happening. Here we go. As many have noticed, this is the first period of time since Dragonflight launched that we haven't had an active PTR, and we understand that it's creating some curiosity. For the 10.2.6 patch of Dragonflight, we created what we think is a unique event inspired by past musings from the community. We can say that it's open to anyone with a WoW subscription if they want to participate. That's all we're going to say. Sorry, not sorry. Our goal is to continue to keep it secret and keep it safe. That's fun. The speculation is great. We watched the reaction to the surprises in Season of Discovery and thought we'd try a similar but different approach for Dragonflight. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what has me excited. This is the exact thing I wanted to happen, which was Blizzard learned for how much everybody loved classic Season of Discovery and then decided to put it into a game that has more than like 3 keybinds for every class and is pretty like more engaging, like retail WoW. For me, I can't help it. I can't help but slander WoW Classic because I remember that era too. This means there will be no PTR for a portion of the next content update as we have traditionally done. Oh, Wowhead in shambles. What we can say is that it will be coming in March. A finer point, but the update will also include everything that's needed for Dragonflight Season 4, but will be hidden. Around/after the launch of the update, we will make Season 4 available for testing in a patch 10.2.6 PTR before it goes live. Why are we doing this? We like the idea of releasing content that has some surprises and isn't data mined or revealed in advance. So do I. We also like to see the joy the community gets out of uncovering it all together as they jump into play. We look forward to seeing if the community likes this type of surprise and look forward to hearing your feedback. I do, and my feedback is that it is good. This is Risky Experiment. All right, maybe they shouldn't have fired all the copy editors. This is Risky Experiment and could be a bit bumpy, though we are doing everything we can to ensure success. The WoW team prides itself on ensuring a solid quality launch. Okay, we are sensitive and reactive to problems and issues that can and might arise, so I hope you can forgive us if we experience some hiccups with this experiment and work alongside us as we try out this in March. I can forgive it. I am willing to deal with some hiccups, some quests that maybe need a little bit more work if there is a ton of exploration and surprises and a lot of cool stuff to do and that hasn't been ruined and spoiled by data mining for months ahead of time. I think that's great. All will be revealed then with gratitude and excitement for the new memories we create together. Holly Longdale. This is super exciting. This is kind of everything I've wanted from patch 10.2.6 and beyond. They had sort of been hinting at this, and I was expecting a big data mined info dump at any point, but I am super, super happy that they're going with this direction instead of just... I'm sure Wowhead's not happy. Oh well. I am thrilled about this. I think this is going to be a lot more fun for players to be able to get in there and explore stuff and be like, hey, I might have been the first person to see this, whatever it is, to see this pirate ghost, this ghost pirate. So that's all really, really exciting, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So now let's talk about the Mythic Fyrakk nerfs. This is not the only set of Mythic Fyrakk nerfs that have happened in the last week. Blizzard, about a week ago, removed the private aura tags from the Phase 1 intermission debuff just to make that part of the fight a little bit easier. That's not quite as huge, but now that the Hall of Flame has closed, Fyrakk's HP has been reduced by 10%. The main adds in the Phase 2 intermission, the Burning and Dark Colossi, have had their health removed or reduced by 10%. Oh, if their health was removed, that would be great. Very easy. The number of Aflame debuffs throughout the fight has been reduced from 4 to 3. That's in Phase 1. This is a massive, massive reduction in difficulty. Being able to dispel all of those Aflame debuffs was a real stress on the healers, and cutting that number of dispels required down by 33% just really, I wouldn't say trivializes, but it radically reduces the difficulty of staying alive on the fight. This is probably the version of the fight that should have gone live, this particular mechanic here. People having to swap to Dwarf, I mean, it is an advantage, right? And you want to take every possible advantage you can in a competitive environment, but the requirement of having to swap Dwarf when you're going for World 190 and you still feel like you need to swap to Dwarf, that's a bit egregious. And it was really just all caused by the amount of dispel pressure throughout the fight, which was just very irritating. The spirits in Phase 2 that you have to heal up to full have had their health reduced by 20%, so just a lot of, as we can see here, 2 massive reductions in difficulty for the healer, and these are really these were the core of the fight. The difficulty of the fight was right here, and keeping people alive, and in healing up spirits and keeping them, going. They didn't remove any of the mechanics that you can use to kill the spirits, of course, but still, this is a really good set of changes that I think radically reduces the difficulty of Fyrakk. Tendril already got nerfed super hard, and yeah, I think this is pretty good. This also cuts this fight, which for progression guilds, kind of a little deep into, you know, not race to world first by any stretch. They were killing the boss around 10 minutes and 15 seconds. There are a lot of intermissions, so I think this will probably shave about 30 to 40 seconds of time off of the boss, which is good. It means that you don't have the same final phase overlap toward the end. Basically, the final phase is just a lot easier, a lot shorter, and it really does ramp up in difficulty dramatically as that final phase continues. So basically cutting it 10% shorter is pretty substantial. All right, these are great changes. It's a great week to log in and play some WoW. It's a great week to speculate about what the future of WoW is going to be. I am curious to hear what other people think. I think it's going to be pirates. I think it's going to be good ghost pirates, and I think it's probably going to be some panda pirates. And that's all very exciting. As for Mythic Fyrakk, yeah, I can't wait to go kill him again. Maybe I can get a trinket or something. That'd be cool. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.